Hi, good morning. It's Nicole Stroup again from the Lake County ROE. Today we're going to explore part 2 of FlipGrid, which is going to be this disco library. So if you're new to FlipGrid, or even if you've been using it for a while, but you're needing some ideas from other educators out there, this disco library is perfect place to go. So what I did first is that I created a grid. And I did a connect and share because I know in this remote learning time, it's just nice to kind of connect with each other and make sure that we're just doing either some fun activities with our students and just silly things to just make them feel part of the community. So I have this grid here and I'll explain to you why I created that first here in a moment. But once you log into your FlipGrid or go ahead and create an account, you can. You're going to get to this My Grid platform first. And then you see at the top up here, you've got a variety of different places that you can go. We're going to click on that Disco Library. Now, when you scroll down, you'll see a variety of different features that the Disco Library has. So these might be from different companies like Tinker or Epic. They've put together some FlipGrid models that you might be interested in using with your students. MSN Kids, if you want to explore some science topics, you can even break out EDU as in here. So you can explore all of these different things here. But really what I want to do is I'm just going to click this Learning from Home because I found some really great ideas from here. When I click it, it just takes me straight down to all of these different topics that people have already created that might sound interesting to you. And they'll tell you what they're used for, what subject. Whether that's another, language arts, math, science, whatever. So you can filter that and look for something that you might be more wanting to find. You can use these filter buttons for that. What I really liked was this would you rather. So if you click on the topic here, it asks you, would you rather, and gives you all these different fun ideas down here with these stickers. Would you rather find a unicorn or find a genie? Again, something silly just to kind of connect your class and get some ideas flowing with them so that they're feeling part of that community in your classroom. So if it's a topic that you like, you can go ahead and add this to your grid. So this is why I created that grid first, because it pops up with all the grids that I've already created. So I'm just going to click that connect and share, and I'm going to add it there. Now, you see that I have this topic, and I can edit it to make it make sense for me. Or you can just simply copy it and use exactly what they have, but it won't connect to that other person's grid. It's a copied version for you, so only students in your classroom or that you give access to will see this particular grid. It won't be everybody else's. So you can go through, click all of those basic functions, and then update your topic. Okay, so now it's there as a topic under that grid that I wanted it to be. So I connect and share. I'm going to go back to the Disco Library. Go back to the Learning from Home. It's going to take me to a variety of other options. So I click that would you rather. Now maybe I want to do an all about me, you know, and you can have students choose different filters. They can add different stickers. They can do a drawing. So you can really just make this fun, and you can make it more FlipGrid type. Now, if you're not super sure that you want to add this specific topic to your grid, what you can do is just add to favorites. So I'm going to click that little add to favorites. The yellow star pops up. I'm going to go ahead and click out of here and just keep exploring. Okay, so maybe now after we're done, well, maybe I want to do a joke of the day. That seems fun, or a tongue twister. Maybe there's a content I'm looking for. So maybe I just want to do a book talk with my students. Now, I don't have a specific grid created for ELA topics right now, or book talks. So I'm just going to go ahead and click this add to my favorites, and I'll show you where you can find it. So you can read all about it. It gives you some ideas on how to get students to write a good book talk about a book that they're hoping somebody else would read. So I do enjoy this topic, and I'll create a grid for that later. So you can see that you can just scroll down if you want something for math, maybe just a fun activity about why they think these numbers don't belong, or which number doesn't belong and they have to explain why, you know, you can add that again to your grid. Maybe that's something you want to do in the connect and share. And I would just click that and click add. Okay, right now I'll just add it to my favorites. So when I go back up to the beginning of that disco library, I see this little button that says my favorites. I'm going to click that. And here's all those ones that I starred. Now I starred a couple prior, but you can see all the grids that maybe you want to go back and explore and say like, oh yeah, you know what, I think at this point in our remote learning, this topic makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and add that topic, and all you do is click on it and then find that grid that you've created to add that topic to it and then push out to your students. So again, you have to create those grids to add these topics there. You're making a copy of these specific topics that you're liking. You can tweak them however you would like it to be so that it makes sense for your students and your community. And it's shared only then with your students. So do check out this Disco library, super fun feature that just gives you a variety of different options that people have already created. Good luck, enjoy, have fun.